because they didn't have chemistry and didn't vibe. This whole part was just like gum, chewing gum. Oh my god, what's happening? Oh, I didn't finish that either, so that was a fail. Enemies to lovers thing, and it's not. It is not vibing. It doesn't have the vibe. Like, what's happening? Hello and welcome to Monday and a new reading vlog. My name is Jelena, I'm 38, live with my French husband in the north of Germany and passionately like to read and discuss books. So this week we are going to do a progress/finish ongoing series that I'm reading. In that category, we have a lot of romantasy, and I think that's just what I'm going to be reading all week. This weekend, I finally finished with my husband Red Rising. So me and my husband, we are listening to audiobooks when we do long drives. And this weekend, we went to France to do some shopping. And, you know, I'm going to show you like all the goodies from France. The French culture is top-notch when it comes to like enjoying life in general, but also like how to make eating very pleasant. So I'm going to show you what we got, just a little overview. Since Saturday we've been like all about like good food. Anyway, on long car rides we are listening to audiobooks, and the recent one, and we finished it on Sunday, is Red Rising. Red Rising is a dystopian, I would say, sci-fi/space opera, and we are following Darrow, who is basically helping a rebellion, and there's a lot of trials and political intriguing and strategic maneuvering in the book. It's really good for it. Really, like the last hour in this audiobook had us, oh my god, what's happening? Really entertaining. And we immediately started Golden Sun, which is the second book in I think it's a trilogy. We started it right away. So very entertaining. The audiobook is spoken by I think Irish speaker. And then it makes it, that gives Darrow just this little bit of like, don't get me wrong, but this dirtiness because of that Irish accent. It's so fitting. It's awesome. I also read this weekend. I started Icebreaker like a week prior and then stopped it, and now I picked it up again. It's a hockey romance, and it's a hockey romance between an ice skater and a hockey captain in college. I don't know more about it. I'm not that far in, but it's cute and it is good for, you know, breaking up the heavy fantasy reading that I did last week and I'll be doing this week, because this week we are going to try to finish the Plated Prisoner series. I'm not sure if Gold, the 5th book, is actually also the last book. I didn't look it up, but this is the one that I'm going to be reading. There, Gold. It's the 5th book in the Plated Prisoner series by Raven Kennedy, and it has 640 pages. We are following a girl, Oren, who is made out of gold, or everything is gold. And in a society where we have fae and some magic, and it turns out that the magic is very fickle. We are following that girl through tribulations of life when you have when you are made of gold, basically. There's a lot of political intrigue. There's a sort of enemies to lovers trope. And it's fairly entertaining. It's a really entertaining read. I think so far I read the first 4 books and I gave it like a 4.5 stars. Some books are better, some books are less good, but all in all I would give it a 4-star, because it really keeps you reading and it's entertaining. Sometimes there's like slumpy parts in the books, especially the last one. It was so long, and it could have been shorter. We'll see how Gold goes. So Gold is on my list. Then I'm hoping, so I don't know if I talked about it here, but the Kindred Spirits saga here from Pen Cole, I think her name is. Yeah, Pen Cole. I started the books back in January. I read the first book and it was so entertaining. It was so good. I read it over New Year's Eve. Ooh, that's a lot of my poor chair. I read it over New Year's Eve and it was so good. And then I left it sitting for a little bit. And oh yeah, you can read them all on KU. So you don't have, I wanted to have a copy because I liked it. But you can read it for free on KU. And then I picked it up, I want to say 6 weeks ago, and read the next 2 books in that series in one go. And actually the third book, I found someone who was as excited about it as me, and we actually buddy read it then together, and we were like, it was entertaining. It was exclamations, oh my god, and we were there's a lot happening in these books. Super entertaining. I think I'm gonna do like a more deep dive review when the next book is coming out, and I'm hoping it's gonna be this week. So Burn of the Everflame is the 4th book, and I'm hoping, I was accepted as a advanced reader for the 4th book, and she said she's gonna release the ARCs, advanced reader copies, 2 weeks prior the release date. The release date so far is the 31st of July. So I'm hoping that maybe today, tomorrow, we're gonna get the ARCs, and then I'll be reading that one. I'm so excited. She already released 3 chapters, but I don't want to just read 3 chapters and be like all hung up and not being able to read the rest. So I didn't touch those, but I'm hoping I'm gonna get the 4th book in the series, and I already have a buddy read set up for that as well, because it ended at a super cliffhanger. So we are excited. Then, if I have time after those big and chunky reads, I'm gonna be reading 2 Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillick. As you remember, last week I read One Dark Window of hers, and I liked it so much that I went ahead and got the 2nd book right away. I think it's a duology. I think it's just 2 books in that series. So I hope to finish at least one of the series this week. I'm so looking forward to it, and I heard a lot of people said that the second book is actually better than the first. So you cannot do anything wrong with that. On top of that, I'm still reading The Final Empire from the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. And we are reading it really, really slow. Like, as I said, by maybe 10 chapters a week. So once I have an update on that and how the body read is going, I'm going to update you as well. I think this is it for the introduction to this week. Yeah. Also, it's my birthday week. No, next week is my birthday week. But this is the leading. My birthday is next Monday, so this is leading up to that week. I'm probably going to be either receiving or buying a lot of books. So I keep you updated on that one as well. But yeah, let's hope that Burn is coming in as an ARC. This way I can read it right away because I'm already planning on reading it and have it ready for release day. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Oh yeah, I'm gonna start with Gold. Yes, I'm gonna start with Gold. I think that's a good next step. Hello, and happy Friday. What a week. What a week. I was on a work event yesterday, and therefore there was not much reading to be had because, I had to work. This week we did read Gold by Raven Kennedy, and I was completely mistaken. There's actually a 6th book coming out in September. And when you don't know that there's like a next book coming, and you go like, I have like 100 pages left in this book, and it's by no way, shape, or form resolved the issue, or you don't see how it's gonna be ending or how it's gonna be resolved. I was like, that's not it. It can't. What's happening? And then this book had the audacity to end on a I wanna call it cheap trick, because it is a cheap trick, and because I'm trying to like keep our time here spoiler free, or as spoiler free as I can. I'm not gonna say what it is, but I can tell you I was not happy reading it. I was like, oh no, this is like, and I was hoping we would see some like true character development, and maybe we've seen a little bit, but not much. Like I was really, I have to say I struggled through some of the book, and there's like a POV that started, I think, in book 3 that I just don't enjoy. Oh, it's from this one queen who's super entitled, and I don't like it. No, I can't, like, it's not vibing, and I'm just skimming through it, so just that I'm not missing any plot points. And in that POV we see another like romance coming up. Like, we see now different romances coming up for different people, and that's fine. But also for that person, and I just like, no, thank you. Don't like it. I did also continue with icebreaker. It's a cute like college new adult kind of like hockey romance. I'm still pretty much in the beginning, so I cannot, like, I don't have like big of an opinion about it. It's just very cozy for me right now. It's cute. It's nothing very special, I would say. So it's Friday and the weather is awesome. So today we're going to be grilling, because the summer in Germany has been so bad. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we've had so many rainy days and only like a couple of like really nice sunny days. And we got last year, was it last year? Yeah, last year we got like a really nice grill and we had like all those, fantasies how we're gonna be grilling and stuff. So that's not happening. Not as much as we want, but today it's like fairly warm and the sun is sort of shining. It's not super shining, but it is shining. And we've been rotting since after work, so we're gonna be grilling. But yeah, it's a weekend, and for the weekend, I'm going to be reading Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillick. As I said, I read the first book, One Dark Window, last week, and I loved it. So this is a really good now weekend read that I'm looking forward to, and maybe I'm gonna, throw in some icebreaker in between. Sadly, so far, Burn of the Everflame by Pencoe has not come in yet, the arc, so the ARC. So I couldn't read that, but I will read it as soon as it is delivered, because the last book, the third book of this of the Kindred Spirit series is ending on a shocking cliffhanger. And again, even in the ending, you don't see a way out of the situation. Like, she is like tidying up all the not all the loose ends, but the loose ends where you could think like, oh, maybe this could happen or this could save it or whatever. So I'm really, really, really looking forward to how she's going to resolve that one. So the weekend is going to be fairly mixed. I hope we're going to have nice weather. And on Sunday we are going to a birthday party from a friend of us. And on Monday it's my birthday. So we're going to be staying over in the big city and just enjoy the day and then have Korean barbecue at night. And this is the weekend. I also have some book mail that came in. One day I'm not here. One day, a stupid work event, and I get all my book mail. So we have the Locked Library coming in. Oh, it's open. They do that now. They open this to check if you try to evade taxes. Okay, Locked Library for the month of July. I love how they, have, it always looks like they hand wrapped everything. It's so cute. And then this little I'm reading. It's so, so, so cute. I hope that you were able to see it. Okay, what is it? So, the book is Bad Graces by Kyrie McCauley. It's this. On the back it says, "We are teenage girls," Effie said. "On our first day on the island, we've all been prey before." Oh, that's dark. Ooh, that's dark. Ooh, the spray, look at the spray edges. I hope that focuses for you. Okay. Ooh. Look at that. The foiled hardcover. So it says, I once read somewhere that no man is an island, but I think maybe girls are. Okay. So the end papers are pretty, well, nothing special, I would say. And we have a author's letter. And no autograph. I don't keep, you know what? I have now so many subscription boxes. I don't keep up with like what is included in what subscription or what, because they always change it. Sometimes you have an autograph, sometimes you have a serial number, sometimes you have like I don't know what, and I'm like no, I'm not gonna keep up. I could if I wanted to, if I had any, you know what, I think at one point I'm gonna make a video about all my subscription boxes. So you know how much they are and how, especially how much shipping can be. Shipping can like double the cost of a book, especially from the US. So we should probably do that at one point. Look, but do I want to know exactly how much I'm paying per month for my subscription boxes? I don't think I want to do that. So this looks YA, this book, and it like, don't they have no, they don't have a description. Okay, reads YA. Looks a little bit dark though, huh? Cool. So the locked library for July, and then we also have, I believe, Fairy Loots Romantasy box for the month of July. And as I think I got spoiled on what that is. I just don't know what it looks like. And if it's what I think it is, then it's gonna be really exciting. So the theme was Monstrous Secret. There you go. And yeah, it's the Wren in the Holy Library by K.A. Lindy Lind. And it's a dark and romantic fantasy. Now, don't be like that one. Let's see. As I said, I feel like they're cool, those bags, but they're a little flimsy. Like other book boxes do wrap their books a little better, I have to say. Because even taking out, it snatches, and I don't know, it's not so nice. Anyway, so this is the book. Now, I don't know what the original cover looks like. I'm gonna blend it in here somewhere. Ooh, look at those bright edges now. Let's see if you can see it. I hope so. We do have, yep. Okay. We have art on the end papers, the foil. Is it both the same? No, it's not. That is great. And this is the hardcover. Hardcover, do you say that? Yeah. And then you do have an autograph. Yoo-hoo. Cool. Okay. So that author also published other books. The Royal Houses series, so House of Dragons, House of Shadows, House of Curses, House of Gods, and Ascension series, the Affiliate, the Bound, the Concert, the Society, the Domina. Never heard of those. The back says, from best-selling author K.A. Lind comes an enthralling dark fantasy romance inspired by Beauty and the Beast. Oh, Beauty and the Beast, where monsters live among humankind and ancient secrets threaten to destroy everything. Ooh, a Beauty and the Beast retelling. Now, everyone in their 30s, well, late 30s, wasn't your favorite Disney movie back then Beauty and the Beast? Okay, it's cute. And also dark romance. So, July is the dark romance, romantasy month. Not that I'm complaining, but again, we are again in the dark blue colors. Like we have that a lot, right? When with book boxes that the months are sort of like matching. We have that in May as well with I think it was a Lumi Crate and Locked Library, right? Yeah, with the wolves. Hold on. Oops. Remember? Those were also so close to each other with the blue and the magenta and red. Yeah. It's weird that we have that. Oh, you know what? That's also a Fairy Loot exclusive. And this is also Locked Library now. Isn't that interesting? Okay. Putting that back. This was a slow reading This was a slow reading week for me. I really only got Gold through, and it's 700 pages, so actually only had 2 days of good or 3 days of good reads. Yeah, let's see if I can finish Two Twisted Crowns this weekend. It would be great, because it's actually not that many pages, just over 400, so it's not that many pages. I'm very happy about the book boxes, and I'll keep you updated. Hello everyone, welcome back to the vlog. It's a reading vlog and already Wednesday. I had my birthday on Monday and we actually stayed over in Frankfurt and did some fun stuff. So, and yesterday I needed some, break from the weekend, because the weekend was pretty social. So we are starting the weekly vlog on Wednesday. That's also okay. So last week I tried to finish up some book series that I'm in the middle of, and I completely failed. The Bladed Prisoners series has a 6th book that comes out in September, and I thought Gold was the last one. No, it's not. Burn from the Kindred Spirit series is still not out. The arc has not been shipped, so I'm not sure if they're gonna delay publication again. Would be interesting. So I couldn't read that either. And I actually am postponing finishing Two Twisted Crowns, because I started it and I went at like 20 pages and I really enjoyed the writing. I was like, oh, this is so nice. But I really couldn't get into the story. I don't know why, maybe because it's so dark and gothic and it's summer, so I'm not sure if there's like a mood discrepancy. So I didn't finish that either. So that was a fail. So this week I thought, hey, so for my birthday I went ahead and got myself some books that I've been holding off buying. As a little treat for myself, but I saw some of the books that I wanted are also on KU. If you know, KU is Kindle Unlimited. It's like a monthly subscription where you get like a certain amount of books. You can just read them for free, or for those $10, I think it is, per month. And the limit, however, you can borrow on KU is 20 books. Right now, I have no slots available. I have 20 books rented on KU. And I thought this week we are trying to not limit, we're going to decrease that number. I don't know by how much, and I don't want to put something insanely in there, like half. That would be great, but no. So I can get the other books that are on my list on KU. So I started already Quicksilver by Kelly Hart. It's the Fae and Alchemy series, and it's blowing up on Instagram right now. So I thought, hey, let me go have a look. I'm also participating in 2 reading challenges. One is like 1 month for the Olympics that are starting today, and one is for 2 months starting on August 1st, I believe. And some of the books I'm going to be reading also for that. The next book I'm going to read, and that's for one of the challenges, is Sidetracked. Remember I read it's part of the Mindfuck series, and it's book 2, and it's like under 150 pages, something, so it's easy to read. Then we have Songbird of the Sorrows. It's a romantasy. Then Vessels is something I got recommended as a really good read. And if we can read those, it's already top, huh? I also have, and I want to also tie into the finishing or continuing series idea, but I also have here the Traitor Queen, which is the Bridge Kingdom book 2. Yeah, so if I can get those done, that's already so much. And I'm going to show you all the rest of the books. It's, I don't even know how to read all of that, but okay. I'm gonna do one by one, and I hope I get some of it done, but just to have new ones in the list. But the new ones are also for the reading challenge, so we'll see. I also bought some books, and some of them got already delivered. So I read Reckless last week, the week before, by Lauren Roberts, and I am on a few discords, and in one of the discussions someone said, Bo, it's just Reckless is just a Red Queen fanfic. And I haven't read the Red Green, so what did I do? I bought it. Of course I did. So, book mail. We got the Red Queen, and then just now, just before I started filming, a package arrived, and I don't know what it is. It's so cool. I like to gift myself on book. Oh, that's a big one. Ooh, it's The Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. And I think that's a duology. The next book is called, is it in here? A Woe of Thieves. So yeah, I heard really good things about this book, and I think it's more of a fantasy than it is a romance. And I never read the synopsis, but maybe I should. At least the tropes on it. Yeah. So, Dance of Thieves just now. I gifted that to my birthday. And then we also received a Fairy Loot package, and it's the one without the indication. So I believe it's just a special edition that didn't come with the monthly subscription. I really shouldn't be doing that. Those ones are really expensive. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Look at that. What Fairy Loot did. Fairy Loot finally packaging their books in bubble wrap. And it's the special edition from Fairy Loot of When the Moon Hatched. What's her name? By Sarah A. Parker. As you know, I already have the special edition from the Locked Library, which I absolutely adore. That special edition is really one of my most beautiful ones. You can see it. That's the one I showed you, but it's the purple one with the white dragon. Oh, loving it. It's such a nice sprayed edge. So, Fairy Loot When a Moon Hatched. It's already end of July, and I didn't get my monthly book boxes yet. Okay. Let's see. So it is a little bit less turquoise than I thought. Turquoise than I thought. Ooh, they're nailing the sprayed edges of this book. I mean, the Locked Library did well, right? Did as well. Okay. So there's no second end paper. It's just one end paper. So we have this kind of holographic foiled paper also on the hardcover, and it says, "Chase death, moonbeam, and I pray your bloodlust brings you the same sense of peace I feel just knowing you exist." I don't remember that book. So the holographic foil you find also on the end paper. Oh, and it's two different. Oh, and it's two different end papers as well. Okay. This. It's signed by the author. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, that's awesome. Cool. Okay. I'm very happy. I'm very happy about that edition. And seriously, I can't. Look, the little moon. Do you see that? I hope it does the focusing. But this is the little. So in that book, I don't know if you read it, but in that book, the dragons that died, they become little moons. And there's a special, I don't want to spoil it, but there's a special thing about this dragon dying the way and then being showcased that way. So it's really cute. Oh, loving this. Loving this. I know I repeat myself, but like I really do love this whole trend of books being made art again. That we have, or that we have art in books again, because it used to be that way, and it really just makes them really so special. That's why I call special editions. Ha ha ha. So my little book sack, just really small. Yeah. Oops. I'm hoping. I know there's gonna be more books, so you'll be updated on Quicksilver really quick. I think I want to say 25% in already. 28, and on page 189 it has 670 pages, and what it is so far is that we are following a girl who seems to have some sort of magical abilities, but in a and she lives in a world that's very with a dictator, very suppressed. Resources are being unfairly distributed, although they would need it in the world they're living in, because the world they're living in is a desert world, so they need a lot of water, but water is really hard to come by. And there's also a thing around metals, and that they're really valuable, and she stole basically a gauntlet from a guard that kicks the whole story off, basically. And it turns out that, can I talk about that? I don't want to spoil, see, and then I should read the synopsis of books that I don't want. Okay, so I can talk about that. So we are following this girl who can do magic, right? And at some point, because of circumstances, she is able to, or she opens a gate to another world, and that's a fae world, and this person who comes through the gate is rescuing her because she got injured in a fight. And this is where I am. She's now in the fae world and is being pressured to learn something. And here is the part that I can talk about anymore. But what you need to know is that the gate is a gate to different worlds, and presumably she opened the gate. Now we don't know if she actually has the ability to reopen it or not, or if that's part of her magical ability. We don't know yet. However, there's a lot of political intrigue. There is a magic system that I don't understand yet, because it's not explained. The world building is sort of dystopian, but also medieval. And also not, like, I don't understand where we are yet. I know that she was in a desert environment before, that was really hot, and there we're struggling with thirst and that kind of stuff, and now we are in a world that is completely made of ice and snow. And that's about it. Like, other than that, we know there are different wars, different rulers, different societies and rules around it, but not much else. This book is pretty long. It's 700, 600 and something. I just said it. And I'm not invested yet per se in the characters, cause like her motivation is her family, and I don't buy it the way the author wants me to buy it, cause it's very superficial. Also, the presumed love interest, and I'm pretty sure there is no other, and her have this like they're supposed to be a tension of like hate but attraction. I'm not buying both either, cause like when we just met only her, then it was she was like super tough and had she was good at banter. She didn't get flustered and I don't know what. And now she's always flustered and always nervous and without apparent reason. So it's a little bit forced onto the reader that there's supposed to be some tension, and it's and he's so hot. Seriously, and it's not really believable yet. So we'll see how this pans out. But I need the Kindle Unlimited spots, so this is the week. I keep you updated on the book. And if I think that the hype around the book is justified, I mean, I had the same thing with The Veiled Kingdom, that I thought that I wasn't sure what world are we in first, and then it was sort of like very standard cookie cutter romantasy until the last like 5 pages. So we see how that one goes. I'm really looking forward to it. Nonetheless, because sometimes I feel like people are too anti-hype. Oh, book talk and bookstagram, they all loved it, so it must be shit. I don't believe so. Just because it's not to your liking doesn't mean not everyone else can like it. But I'm also because there are some books where I felt like, okay, I don't understand. For example, I read the Tempest of Tea, and it just it was lacking for me. It wasn't great. So you can have your own opinion that differs to the masses. However, just because the masses like it doesn't mean it's not good. No, that's my words to that. Okay, so I'm gonna go back. I need dudes and dudettes and friends. I need to do laundry and some organizing and stuff. The house looks very it's not dirty, but it's very unorganized because we just finished up the last pieces in the kitchen, and all the tools are still lying around, and all the materials, so that needs to be cleaned up. And also, like, I have those pockets of like unorganized, just oh, this is a good corner to just put stuff, and I put stuff there. So yeah, I need to do some general organization stuff. Maybe I take you with me, but it's really not that interesting because it's like I have a box, for example, right there, and it's always looking at me like accusingly. It's still a moving box, full of bathroom accessories, if you wanna call them that we needed in the old apartment. We might not want to use it here, but they would be good to use here while we find the stuff that we actually like. We have that a lot. We kept a lot of things that are working. It's fine to use. Might not be the prettiest or most aesthetic, but they're working right now. For when we find the actual furniture or whatever it is that we actually like. So, for example, those are not gonna stay, those bookshelves, because we are building the library onto the wall, like into the space. So they will go. But we will probably use them in like we have we call them, in Germany we call it house maintenance room, maybe. So we can put some of those in there as well, just for general storage. Anyway, long story short, I cannot just read. I cannot just, log out of adulting and read the whole day. That's not possible. And I have to work as well, right? So, yeah. Well, I talk to you later. I'll give you an update. I really want to give you like live updates on cool things that happen in books. I tried to do that with gold last week, but there just wasn't something where I was like, like that I wanted to share. If there's something in Quicksilver, I will. If not, I'm just gonna give you my review after. Okay, you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Thank you for being here, and I'll talk to you later. Back. It's kind of chill today, isn't it? Let me put some blanket on. Okay. Hello to a little update. I don't have a big reading update, just repeating to Quicksilver that I am absolutely right about the instant attraction. Also, the crassness sometimes, I wouldn't even say it's dark romance. Because no, it's not dark romance per se. It's just crass to be crass. There's no point to it anyway. I got some more. Look at them. I got some more. I'm so excited, and this is really disgustingly dirty. Okay, let's open it. Ouch. Okay, what do we have here? Book Lovers by Emily Henry. So, I read The Happy Place just a couple of weeks ago, and it was adorable. So I thought, hey, why not try another Emily Henry book? And since I'm a book lover, I thought, And did I read the synopsis? No, I didn't. I just assumed there will be a lot of cute book content in this one. So this is a summary. What is this? It's heavy. This is disgusting. Ooh, hardback. Ooh, true. So, I've seen that mentioning a lot. I think because it was a pretty successful advanced reader copy. It's called Dragon Fruit by Makia Lucier, I don't know. And I have no clue what it is about. Oh yeah, true. It's about dragons and sea dragons and some kind of magical system. And I think it's like a Pacific placed, or a South Pacific placed book, so it's really interesting. I don't think it's, oh yeah, just over 300 pages. Look how, okay, can we just really quickly see, look, they're so floppy. You see? The pages are floppy. So yeah, another, I would say this is even another summer read that I'm excited about. And then we have an old crate package here. Now, of course I didn't bring anything to open it. Oops. Okay, what is it? Dark Reef. Oh, it's July Young Adult. Ooh. Sleep Like Death by Kaylin Byron. And it's exclusively signed for all crates. Let me try to open this. I kid you not, I'm trying to like grow out my fingernails and I lost 2 of them today. 2. So I have to redo my nails. Oh. So I'm trying to be careful, but not me, no. So I'm gonna show you the original cover for this one. So ooh, let me see. So this is now the all crate version. Do you see that? Yeah. And it says, looking glass on the wall. Who in this land is the fairest of them all? Oh, is it a Sleeping Beauty retelling? This captivating standalone reimagining of Snow White. It's Snow White. Oh yeah, I meant Snow White. Okay. So all crate still only does like a one colored. Ooh, we have a reverse dust jacket. Okay. So this is the, it looks cool. This is the hardcover. The end pages. And now this is the normal cover. You see, it's beautiful, it's cute. And this is the reversed. Yeah, dust jacket. Nice. So all crate young adult for July. A Snow White retelling. Cool. Looking forward to that. So is it with every all crate that the book is smaller than normal? Special edition hardcovers? Because I feel like that those are different sizes by all crate, but not all of them, right? I'm not sure. I have to check. Ooh, we have a binded author's letter, and here's the signature. This is so cool. Nice. Again, so excited about how beautiful books are these days. So this is my second stack for today. I don't think I have many more coming. I mean, I have all my subscriptions for July still coming. I'm still getting the Fairy Loot YA Adult and Romantasy. I'm getting the All Crate Adult. I'm getting Moonlight. I'm getting, I think that's it. Oh, Bookish Box. I'm getting Bookish Box as well for the first time. Yoo-hoo! See you later. Maybe have more to say about Quicksilver then. More than a complaint, I mean. Hello everyone. I'm here with an update. Yes, I read. Oh, well, I finished Quicksilver by Kelly Hart. Yeah, it was. I just finished it like just this minute, like 2 minutes ago. So we are following the story of Ceres, who has definitely some magical abilities. Into a Fey realm. So she's in one realm, she falls basically into another. And in there's a huge war going on. We encounter witches and vampires as well, and a lot of minor Fey like fairies and I don't even know, but all the different Fey creatures that we know from other stories. And it's very cookie cutter. It's your basic Fey romantasy. It's okay-ish written. There is like a huge slump in between, like from page, I want to say 300 to 550 maybe. It's like, it's very repetitive, and again, I'm again in, at least with this pairing of this romantic plot. It's like the romance is basically the main plot, and everything else, the fantasy, is a subplot. And that romantic pairing for me does not have the chemistry. Like, they're supposed to be, it's supposed to be an enemies to lovers thing, and it's not. It is not vibing. It doesn't have the vibe. We had in the last couple of months a lot better enemies to lovers books, like for example The Crimson Moth. So much better, because there was actually like a chemistry. There was like we banter, not like, and the, oh my god, and the smut scenes where I just skimmed over them. I will give this book a 3.5 because it's entertaining enough to read. Although really there was like this, yesterday I did this lump and I kicked my ass through it. I really did. Because I really wanted to know what the end is. And actually, the end, there are some surprises that there was no foreshadowing of it. There's a lot of foreshadowing to the other surprises, but to that one thing, there was no foreshadowing to it. The political intrigue is okay-ish, well thought out. I want to say it's okay. I wouldn't say it's good. I saw better, but it's not bad, because there are some surprises that you wouldn't have predicted otherwise. But everything else, everything in this love story, you predict. Like every single thing that happens, you go just like, oh yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, that's that. Oh yeah, this is that. Seriously, every like, I wish I had more better news on that, because everyone was so excited to read it. And again in that space where I have to manage expectations, right? where, you think, oh, you're gonna be reading really, really, really great book, and like people were saying the smut is so great. No, it's really not. I had much better smut. Much better smut. And yeah, I'm gonna stop ranting about the mediocre romance in that book. I feel like the last, and that's typical, the last 150 pages, like starting from 520, somewhere there, revealed a lot of events where I was like, okay, I wouldn't have thought about that. And that had me decided that I'm gonna be reading the second book, but I probably won't be buying a special edition or a hardcover or any physical cover of this book. Yeah, that is Quicksilver. Ooh. Sorry, I'm like, I just sometimes there are so many ways to do this, so many ways to be maybe a little more interesting. But yeah, but what I can do now, I can go on my app. There you go. Oh no, I shouldn't. How do you do that again? Oh yeah, and you can say return to Kindle Unlimited, and now I have one space open. So because this was such a long book, that could have been like, this book could have been zap 400 pages, and that would have been enough. Like, I don't know why. Yeah, as I said, they were like, this whole middle thing was just like, see, again, they tried to build up a tension between the love interests, but because they didn't have chemistry and didn't vibe, this whole part was just like gum, chewing gum, over the same thing over and over again without it accomplishing the tension or the build up or whatever it was that it wanted it to be. Such a waste of pages. Drink your water, by the way. Okay, since this was a fairly long book, I think I'm gonna go, as I said, oops. Oh, come on. Do you know that with the stupid app, the highlights, and then you see how many times someone highlighted that passage? I'm like, I don't really care how many people highlighted that passage, but okay. Okay, I'm gonna be reading Sidetracked. It's book 2 of the Mindfuck series. By the way, like the last time I already said, there's just one big book that they cut into 5 pieces. And it's 115 pages. So I'm going to be reading that one next. I'm still, by the way, reading the Final Empire. And so far, and I'm still not, like, I'm in chapter 10 or whatever. But so far, I'm dubbing it Ocean's 11 with cool magic system. If you know, you know. So, I'm gonna be reading that tomorrow, Sidetracked. And yeah, let's hope we can get 1 or 2 more spaces open in my Kindle Unlimited library so I can get more books. Yikes. But yeah, like, I thought about it, to have Kindle Unlimited be really worth it, you at least need to read 2 to 3 books, and it depends on what kind of publishing that book had to make it worth your while. Sometimes you have to look, sometimes the Kindle Unlimited books are also just like a cent or whatever, and then you can rather buy it for 1 cent instead of having it block a place in your list. That's what I sometimes do. Or when there's like a Stuff Your Kindle event, then you can get a lot of Kindle Unlimited books for free. Again, to free up those spaces. Yeah. So it's Thursday night. It's, I think, 10 p.m. I will be starting a new book because it's fairly late. Yeah. Oh, true. I got another delivery. I've seen this book around everywhere, and I missed the special edition version of it, but that's fine. I didn't want to buy it just because it's a special edition. But a lot of people have been reading the book and recommending it since release, and it is 5 Broken Blades by Mike Corland. 5 Broken Blades. And it's a normal paperback. It's not a hardcover. I think it's a heist trope, if heist can be a trope. And I heard really good things about it. Can I tell you right now what those good things were? No, I can't. Because my brain is still hung up on Quicksilver. Yeah, but 5 Broken Blades, another book of my book haul. And yesterday, so one of my very favorite booktubers, her name is Becca in the Books, or her channel is Becca in the Books. She was like talking about her favorite series is from 2024, the series she's reading, something like that. Or she's finishing. One of those kind of videos, you know? And she was talking about Poison Study. And I've seen that book floating around here and there, but I've never really paid a lot of attention to it. I don't know why. And yesterday she did like a little synopsis on the book, and she said the main female character's name is Yelena. And that's my name too, and you never ever see that name anywhere. Like you never see that name. So I went ahead yesterday and bought the book. I hope I like it. But yeah, since you know, technically it's still my birthday week, since my birthday was on Monday, I thought, you know, it could be yet another birthday book. That's what I'm using as an excuse. But yeah, I talk to you tomorrow because I'm pretty sure I can read 115 pages in one go, and will give you an update on the Mindfuck series. That one was also a weird premise with the serial killer and the FBI agent. But yeah, good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Guess what? I did read the second book of the Mindfuck series before bed. I started, and it's basically a long chapter, you know. I could. There you go. I'll talk about it tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. It's way too early for my taste. I'm just gonna wrap up real quick my trying to read down my Kindle Unlimited list. And we were okay-ish. Successful, I would say. I did end up reading the Mind series. And the whole thing, like, the books are basically long chapters, like 100. I think the longest book was 170 pages, but if you put it all in one, it would have been like one long book, right? The Mind series is about a serial killer who is on a revenge path, falling in love with an FBI agent who's assigned to her case, basically. There's some other stuff going on, and it's actually quite entertaining. There's a lot of like thriller elements, and I wouldn't say mystery, but also mystery. There's a lot. It's a dark romance, and the romance is sort of the main plot, but there's a lot of other events, things going on that make it very, very entertaining. I didn't like the end. The whole book is getting like a 3.5 stars for me, solely because the end. I like it. It's just no, I just couldn't with the end. That's just my. That's just my thing. It was very, very, very cringy in the end. However, it was pretty like the. See, I'm not a thriller reader, so I don't know how original or well thought out all the reveals were. So for me, it was like, oh yeah, okay, kind of like some was foreshadowed, some was just new to me. So all in all, it was fairly entertaining. So that gave us, after Quicksilver, a second slot to fill up. And then I started a book called Helpless by Kirby something, and I DNF'd that one. And I only needed like a few pages. Like, I'm really not an easy DNF'er. So DNF means did not finish. I'm really not an easy DNF'er. I will read the most horrible KU / free books on Kindle you could imagine. I really do. I have no standards. But that one was just bad. It was the editing. There was no editing. And I could not bring myself to keep reading this one. I couldn't. Didn't want to. No. So I DNF'd that one. That gave us yet another slot. And I started a fourth one called Vessels. I think they mean vessels. It's really, it looks so French. That makes me want to like pronounce it differently, but I think it's a vessel that they're talking about. And I just started it yesterday, and it's about weird magic. I haven't really figured it out. It's like, I think it's spirit / ghost based magic. And you have your typical tyrant, you have your tortured princess, and you have a dethroned prince. That's all I know so far. So we'll see how that goes. I'm heading out. That's why it's so early. I'm heading out to a doctor's appointment, and I'm probably going to be spending a lot of time reading and waiting around, because that's what you do in a doctor's appointment. I will wrap this up here, though. It was an okay-ish reading week. I was really not that happy with Quicksilver. Mind F series was okay, and then a DNF one. It's not a great week. I'm still reading Mistborn on the side, which sort of saved that week, right? But other than that, I'm hoping for the coming week to have a better, a better reading week. For now, I'm closing this out. Thank you for watching, friends. If you haven't done so, do anything of those. Like, subscribe, comment, anything. I would love to hear what you think about Quicksilver. If you loved it or hated or were meh like me. And if you came to this part of the video, leave a kingfisher or bird emoji down below. Thank you. Bonjour, friends. It's Wednesday. The weather is turning to poop. And this day has been poop. Then this night has been poop. I swear. You guys know I work in tech. I'm a tech girly, and sometimes when you work on critical infrastructure, that sounds way more fancy than it actually is. Then nights are not your own. Ugh. Other than that, I am 60% into vessels, and for 60%, I feel like there should be more bone to the meat. There should be more meat to the bone. Oh, boys. Okay. So I feel like we should be more advanced in a story than we are. I know the first books are, especially in series, are to set up the story, set everything in place for the next books. However, there needs to be some events going on in the first book, and we are I think I'm now 400 pages. No, that's not true. Some 300 whatever pages in. Let me check. No, that bothers me. 300 pages in. We should have a feeling of where it's going. So we have some rebels. We have a usurper kingdom. We have a interesting heiress. We have now a betrothal, but we also have a sort of male love interest. It's not a love interest, it's like a lust interest at this point. And while, again, the magic system and the lore, there's actually a lot of lore, which I find very interesting, is building up and is like there's a great establishment of it. There should still be something more to update, to be honest. So I keep on reading it because, again, not badly written, not badly edited so far, and quite interesting still, although it's slow. That's my point. It's slow. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. It is slow. I haven't read anything else because of work. I'm still waiting for some inputs from buddy reads on Mistborn. I'm really looking forward to that. To discussing this one more. And I actually would like So, I like that series, the Kindred Spirits series by Penn Cole. And the fourth book, Burn, is still not out. And she said she doesn't know when she's actually releasing it because there's some stuff going on. But this book, Burn, I really want to buddy read. I buddy read Heat. I think it's the third book. And that was so much fun. Like every time there was something happening that was like, oh, have you read? Are you blended? And then you were discussing it. It was very involved, I want to say. So yeah, I don't have a big update for you. The only thing that I was like thinking about, and you can tell me what you think about that, is Julia Child's The French Way of Cooking, I think, or anyway that book, and they made a movie out of it by of someone cooking those recipe over a year in writing about it in a blog. So I thought, since we are a bookish channel here, to do sort of the same but vlog about it. I love cooking, and that movie back then was really heartwarming and in a way. And maybe I'm not using Julia Child's book, but a different book from a French chef, and learn all those basic techniques that make a good chef. While I am not bad in the kitchen, I wouldn't say I have all the techniques down. I usually just make it up as we go. And I actually have also a French cookbook here from a Michelin-starred chef, also French, right now, and he goes into details how to organize your kitchen and what you need in your kitchen and all that kind of good stuff. So maybe I'm gonna try some of his recipes as well. For me, I just want to explore more cookbooks, because those can be very helpful. While don't get me wrong, I love looking up recipes online, and you find non-standard ways of doing things online, and that's really great to explore. But really locking down those techniques will give you a lot of freedom to just be very creative with your cooking, in my opinion. But I don't know. Let me know what you think about it, because I would be totally up for that. Not much, maybe once a week, one recipe. I don't want to go completely, unreasonable with that. And of course, I have some book mail. Oh boy, I'm so dudes and dudettes. I'm so tired. I'm so my brain is fried. Earlier even I had a migraine coming on. I'm just so, but I'm committed to reading, so that's why you're getting updates. And book mail. So I think I got now the last book from my birthday haul. I'm gonna show you later all the books in one. It's Heartless, yeah, by Elsie Silver. And I think we read Flawless on this channel. I really like the wholesome, very unproblematic, very unproblematic romance in here. It was just so, and the Canadian, what was it? Rockies, their see, I don't remember, but the descriptions of the Canadian landscape was really, really nice. I really enjoyed that. So Heartless, I have of course no clue what this is about, but I think it's it's one of the guys we met in the first book, huh? Didn't we? We'll see. So Canadian cowboys. Like it. The other one is an owl crate box, and I don't know. I think this one is the adult one. Didn't we open the young adult one last time? So it's a sweet escape. Doesn't say. Doesn't. Oh yeah, it's it says right here. It's the July adult fantasy. I actually also got the shipping notification from my combo box of Fairy Loot for July, so that's cool. Sure. Okay. Ooh, oh, it looks completely different. So I'm gonna show you right here, here, I don't know yet where I can put it, the original cover for this book, and it looks completely different. It's also on here actually, the spell shop. I don't know if you can see it. It won't. No, it won't. I'm gonna blend it in. I'm gonna show you. Oh, and I think it's the first book with sprayed edges from Oak Crate, because they didn't do that before. So this is Owl Crates. Owl Crates. Owl Crates. I will, at one point in this vlogging era, I will be able to say that word. But this is the version from Owl Crate. Owl Crate. It's a lush cottage core tale full of stolen spellbooks, unexpected friendships, sweet gems, and even sweeter love. Ooh, there's a reverse dust check. Ooh. Boys and girls, so this is the first time they're doing sprayed edges, and look at the hardcover. I love it. It's really nice. We of course have end pages. Ooh, what the hell? Nice. Ooh, and I love autographs, and a binded in letter from the author. We love it, but we also have a reverse dust jacket. Look at that. It looks very 90s fantasy. I like it. Kind of cool. Looks like a D&D version of this dust jacket. Cool. Oh, but I love the hardcover. Look. So beautiful. I'm looking forward to reading this. I heard really good things about it, so that's really nice. Ooh! There are recipes in here. There's recipes in here. I mean, I shouldn't be looking at the end of the book, but like, what? Awesome. Hopefully it's a real thing. Like, I'm not looking at the recipes right now because maybe I'm spoiling myself. But yay! Oh, this is so cool. Nice. So there we have it, the July adult Owl Crate book, and it's cute. It is so cute. books should be shared with everyone who wants to open their minds and their hearts to them. I agree. That's why you have libraries, right? Okay, this is my update for today. I know it's not a lot, and I know it's been very chaotic. You know, when you get delusional because of sleep deprivation and I don't know what. That's me. The books for today. They even can sort of color coordinate. Very excited. Talking to you later. My friends, I come to you on a, Thursday night with a reading update. I finished Vessels and I can recommend it. A lot of tropes were put into, like, I hate to talk in trope distinctions because it's never really it never really gives the book justice. But in this book, I really feel like a lot of tropes were just put in there. We had like a tournament, we had like enemies to lovers, we had fated something. So yeah, and of course a devastating end. Let's not forget the main thing, a devastating end. Hold on, I'm gonna put some extra light on. Don't think it changes. Anyway, a devastating end. Like it was while the book was fairly slow paced, it was never very, very boring. And yes, could it have been a little shorter? Maybe, but there was like those little pieces in between, or at every chapter was this little piece. Not every chapter. There's a dual POV, and every time her POV came on, you had this little diary, and not from the beginning. It started later. Yeah, that makes sense. Like, I'm really organized talking to you, huh? Yeah. So, I think chapter 20, we are starting to read about a diary from a third person that gives you another view of what happened in the past, which was really interesting. And I actually really like that point, like that those little bits in that point of view, that short point of view of that person, because it was so away from the now happening, but gave you a good view into the main male character's like background and personality that you wouldn't have gotten otherwise, because the now person and the now person that we get to know and the person that actually that was in the past, they are not the same because of circumstances. Anyway, I was not 100% feeling the love plot that much, especially because it became sort of all or nothing between Dagan and Nazara, I think is her name. And I think the way the book is now set up for the series, there's so many question marks that around the magic system, the world, where we are at with the big reveals in the end. I'm left with too many question marks to actually really have a good grasp on the book. Will I be reading the next one? I think it's called even Mateless, the next one. I probably will. No. Of course, yeah, I will. However, I'm gonna stay a little skeptical because it was an entertaining read. Yes, it was. But I would just go. If I would have to give it a rating, I would be giving it a 3.75 stars. Oh, that was the bit. Oopsie. And why would I give it not a 4-star? I don't give it a 4-star because since it's a romantasy book, I didn't feel the attraction between the main characters as much as it was suggested, and it went from like, oh, let's just be meaningless and have a kiss to I'm gonna burn the world for you, kind of, in a matter of like 50 pages or whatever. So for me, that's like I was trying to see the slow burn. Maybe it is a slow burn, but then the pining and the actual the actual relationship was just so not there for me, and the chemistry, that I didn't believe let's burn the world together because I cannot live without you in the end. So yeah, it's a hard rating for this book because I was really into it in the beginning, and I think you can see it also in my updates, really into it in the beginning because of the comfortable writing. Like, the writing didn't trip me up or anything. Also because of the cool and unique or new magic system. But like the end, I'm not sure. So I will be reading the next book. But if it's continuing that way, that I feel like a lot of the actions are not justified in how they behave in the actions, like, you have to show me, not just tell me, kind of way, then I might be stopping that series because there are too many books to read. No, there are too many books to read. Not annoyed, but very happy about it. So I finished that book last night, I think, and I went totally moody and saw in my Kindle library that the new book of Tijan, that's how I pronounce her. I'm gonna put somewhere the new release of Tijan called Frisco came out. It's a motorcycle gang romance. I'm not seeing the dark yet, but it's definitely more morally gray, which we love. We love a shadow daddy. The vessels also basically had a shadow daddy, if you think about it. Yes. Anyway, more morally gray main character, a typical teacher, a fairly broken main female character, and lots of like tragic events that bring them together, pull them out, away from each other, and all that fun stuff. With Tijan, I always feel like she could be writing. Well, I think she could be writing fairly well political intrigues, because like in her plots there's always like intriguing going on. Right now we are in this like motorcycle gang slash mafia slash, I think, and even more mafia like political intriguing going on, which gives that whole romance thing a whole new dimension. And it's always a little bit unhinged. Like, no one would ever, like, I don't believe would ever react real life in that way, but the unhingedness of the reactions really make it so much fun to read. I've been reading Tijan since, when did I don't know why she's not bigger, to be honest, like in the book reading community. I've been reading her, them, I don't know, since 2018, 16, 15. I think her first book, or their first book, I read in Hawaii 2015 or 16. Somewhere there, definitely. And she has like interconnecting series. I swear, I know how to talk normally. Serious. Multiple series. Anyway, but they are all, most of them are interconnecting. She has some standalones. But for example, now in Frisco, we go back to a area in California that is very known to the readers of her books, like Fallen Crest and Rousseau are mentioned, and those are cities or small cities that are a main stage for some of her books, which is really cool. And then there are names dropped from other series that are not even part of the Fallen Crest / Rousseau series. So the Bennett Mafia and the Estrada Mafia, because she has some mafia romances as well. So like I'm here fangirling. I know what this is. I know who this is. I've heard it before, and I know this is bad news. It's really like, if you know her books, you get like those Easter eggs. It's just so much fun. And I didn't know, like, of course I didn't read the synopsis, but I will later when I read the book, read the synopsis. Oh, that's what I didn't do for Vessels. Shall I do it for you? So you know a little bit more about the plot. Hold on, I'm gonna go get my phone. Hey, this reading vlog is turning out to be so chaotic, just because what we had for all the stuff we did for work and stuff. So Vessels, can I see? Do I have to go to the Amazon page of it to see synopsis? I think so. Hold on. It wasn't like put in the exact name and couldn't find it. That's weird, huh? Okay, so the synopsis. She's heiress to the throne her father stole from him. True. And her name is Nizara. You never basically hear anyone calling her that, really. So. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna read that to you. But I swear, no. Anyway, Nizara has always been able to perceive spirits better than the average caster. Then she enters a deadly tournament to end her betrothal. She's determined to win without succumbing to the addictive spirit magic she channels or taking alive and enduring. True. Finding herself outmatched, Nizara must face her fear of power and team up with Dagon. An enemy who is half ghost and all charm to survive the tournament. Dagon, the last king of Zar, that's one of the kingdoms, was killed by Nizara's father 10 years ago. Now a half ghost able to face between his human and spirit form, he is stuck in another realm, hunting wretched souls. When his keeper offers him a chance to reclaim his freedom in exchange for Nizara's soul, Dagon takes the deal. There's only one catch. She must really give it to him by the tournament's end, or his soul is forfeit. Now, so I could have told you a little bit more. Funny. Okay. Yeah, that's basically it. Dagon is supposed to take her soul by his keeper. And she's in a tournament to basically to piss her father off, because the whole book, it's like about her trying to rebel against him, but him having more power than her. Like, it's a thing. We actually also meet the person she is to be married to. He's actually pretty decent. That's why I said earlier that I thought it's gonna be a love triangle. Yeah. So what they say, Fourth Wing meets the Serpent of Wings and Night in the first installment of this action-packed romantasy as they deal with the bargain hanging over their heads. Family, love, power, and deception collide as Nizara and Dagon make decisions that could change their realm forever. I don't agree with that at all. Like, there's no... I hate when they name drop just popular books to make it more appealing to the reader. There's not 1 inch of Fourth Wing in this book. Like, literally nothing. There's no school. There's no... The magic is not right. There are no dragons. There's nothing. Like, literally nothing. I don't know why they call it... Why they even... And the only thing that the only part of the Serpent of Wings and Night that I could see is the tournament where you have to survive and do until the end to get like some sort of freedom. But not even that is the same. If you have read that book, you know it's like very different, because the tournament in Vessels is so controlled and so civilized in comparison. Like, and there are no like blood hungry vampires in that one. Just some spirit wielding knights basically. So I don't agree. I am not agreeing with that part. Now, having done that for the first time, reading the synopsis and actually knowing what I can tell and cannot tell you, maybe I should do that for every book. And no, I'm not gonna be... Now I'm thinking, should I do it in the beginning and then have read the synopsis for myself? Or like do it like that, where I read it in the end and just say no, yes, maybe, and give it some more meat. I don't know. Yet another thing you can comment below about, because I'd like this to be entertaining for the both of us. You, the viewer, and me, the idiot in front of the camera. So, let me know. And if you haven't read Tijan, go do. There's some like less good and some very good books, but you know, she is like pounding out. Sorry, I keep on saying she. That person is a she, and I don't even know. Anyway, that author is pounding out a lot of books. Like I think we are still at like 1 or 2 a year, and that since 2015. Like there are a lot of books. So she has also a hockey romance, mafia romance, some college, high school stuff, some football stuff. But the mafia one I can really, especially the one that starts in Canada with the Bennett family, I can recommend that one. I had fun reading that one, I remember. This is it for the reading update. I don't have a... No, I just want to say, I don't have a book haul. I really do not have a book haul. Like I'm not even keying you in on the books that I borrow or buy on Kindle. Whoopsie. I'm only showing you the physical ones. I'm leaving it here on a Thursday night. I'm gonna continue reading Frisco. 100 pages in, almost 500 pages in all, and my camera battery is dying. Wonderful, it's been dying a lot. I think I need a new one. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night. Hello and happy Sunday, everyone. I just wanted to come on and really quickly update you. I finished Frisco Friday and also read The Graham Effect. Frisco, as I said, is an unhinged motorcycle club romance. Well, I wouldn't say it's dark romance because there's not much, it's just not a dark romance. In my book, there is some unhinged behavior from both sides in that, but it's fine. It's you can handle it. The Graham Effect. I needed something, so I feel like I did a lot of romantasy books and a lot of like just really that genre, and I want to take an active break from it because I do not believe I judge right now the books fairly, in the sense of like, I'm getting annoyed at some of the repeats we get in some of the books, but I think it's also a fair assessment. It's in general, because we have that, we have those trends going on booktube, not even booktube, but on Bookstagram. I'm not on TikTok, so I cannot speak for TikTok, but I know that at TikTok there it's even worse. So we have those trends, and some of the books are following those trends, or they get more pushed because of those trends. And I've read now how many enemies to lovers romantasies, and while I love that trope, don't get me wrong, I really live like if it's really well done, if they really hate each other, there has to be really animosity, then I love it. If it's well written, I love it, but we have seen it too many times not so well done. So I'm gonna take a break. The coming week I'm going to be reading summer romances. It's the second week, it's really the first week of August next week. And we're going to be going to France as well in August. My husband is French, and his family has a vacation home in the south of France where we also have wedding celebrations. So we will be going to the south of France and just, you know, work from there, chill out, and enjoy some great food, some great wine, some great family time, I will be taking you with me, of course. So I thought taking a active break from like romantasy is good. The only exceptions that I'm gonna do is, or at least I can think of only one exception I will be doing, is as soon as Burn of the Everflame is released as an arc, then I only have 2 weeks to read it, so I will be reading it right away. And I don't know when it's gonna be released, but if it's gonna be in August, then I will be reading it. And I'm also not gonna say no to adult fantasy books, so I will be continuing Mistborn and Brandon Sanderson, while also, you know, probably on the way to France, we will be listening to Golden Sun by Pierce Brown, I think his name is. In that Red Rising universe thing. I think it's the second book of Red Rising. So we will be doing that as well, but actively reading or choosing, I might, since I'm still a mood reader, I might be in a mood like, I don't know, maybe I will pick up a thriller. I don't think so, but maybe. However, I will be reading probably summer romances, just because I think it's with the last month that I can actually do that. In that regard, my book that I bought last week for me is White Love by Elsie Silver. I heard a lot of great stuff about that, and I think it's a it's also a cowboy romance. I'm looking at the synopsis and I'm trying to not read anything about it, but I was hoping to read like at least like a word like cowboy or prairie or I don't know. White Love, I think, is the first book of the Rose Hill series, and we already know Elsie Silver as an acceptable. That sounds so arrogant, and I don't mean it that way. But as an author that writes well, or well enough. So this is the book that I got for myself last week. I will be continuing to add just random books that my mood, like, it's a mood thing. I'm gonna have a mood strike book buying thing. Like, I'm not gonna go on Bookstagram or whatever and gonna, you know, look up the next big thing. No. If I see a book and I'm like, hey, wouldn't that be great? I will be reading it. The only reason I didn't buy, so I think Elsie Silver has a lot of KU books, and a lot of them are actually hockey books, and I actually like hockey romance books. The only reason I didn't buy a physical one is because it's on KU. So one stipulation to that rule: it has to be the mood, it has to be very spontaneous, but also it cannot be on KU. Yeah. I'm saying that, and I got all those Kindred Curse Saga books, although they're all on KU, right? Call me a hypocrite. It's fine. It's fine. I understand. The other books that I will be putting on the TBR then for summer reads will be Book Lovers by Emily Henry, Heartless by Elsie Silver. We did read Flawless, and this is what is the series called? Does it have even a name? But it's the one that is in Canada. Or maybe it's not a series, maybe it's standalones. I don't know. But yeah. Heartless by Elsie Silver. And then a novel, hey, I'm trying, a novel love story by Ashley Parson. There you go. I am super, super, super excited about this one. Although I don't think it's like a specific summer read per se. I would say it falls into the romance category. It has magical realism, but it's not a romantic fantasy. So I'm actually looking forward to reading that. So now we know it's gonna be some cowboys, other stuffs. And I actually started other books. No, I actually started other series that fall into just like normal romance, no dark, no fantasy, no nothing, on my Kindle, and I will be reading some KU books as well because 4 books in all of August. August is would be a little bit lowballing, wouldn't it? Today is only the 4th of August, so we have a lot of time. So this is the stack. Yay! And it can go back up on the bookshelf. So I'm gonna close off the week here. I hope you had a lot of fun. I actually had a lot of fun just mood reading, read whatever the hell came to me, so that was nice. Thank you for being here. If you want to, you can, do the subscribe or the like or the comment thing. I would be very grateful for it. And I wish you a very good start tomorrow to your day, or whenever you're watching this. I'm gonna log off, and goodbye.